Shreya Chatterjee is also joining us at the moment. She's at the Hanuman temple in Connaught Place. Arvind Kejriwal has already left from his residence. Along with him, his wife Sunita Kejriwal and Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann. Shortly, Shreya, they will be arriving at the Hanuman temple where you are at the moment. You're speaking to some of those leaders who've gathered over there. How upbeat do they sound about the fact that Arvind Kejriwal, the star mascot, if you may, as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, is back in the campaign fray with them, will be canvassing for the party?
Well, you know, Paulimi, the stage is all set for the Aam Aadmi Party. The momentum within the party is also high after Arvind Kejriwal's interim bail. But now, you know, you can see how the first thing that Arvind Kejriwal said the moment he got out of the bail was that I am out because of Lord Hanuman. So Lord Hanuman has always found a very significant place in Aam Aadmi Party's political campaigns as well. We've seen that in the last assembly elections, and there's nothing different this time. The first thing that he's doing is he's visiting the Hanuman temple at Connaught Place with his wife today. Sanjay Singh, Atishi Marlena, Saurav Bharadwaj, they're already over here. The entire area has also been cordoned off. According to the visit, there's a road that's been created for him to come and pay a visit inside the Hanuman temple. So in a short while, say between 20 minutes, he'll probably be reaching this place. And after visiting the Hanuman temple, he will be addressing his first press conference after coming out of the jail. So big day ahead for the Aam Aadmi Party. They are upbeat. They are hoping to actually gain the momentum and make the maximum benefit out of it for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections in both Delhi and Punjab.
Okay, so obviously they hope to make maximum out of this in terms of gain out of this campaign and the time that Arvind Kejriwal has on his hands to campaign for the Aam Aadmi Party. They might have lost out on some time. He could have campaigned in Gujarat, but Gujarat had already gone to polls by May 7th. So as far as Delhi and Punjab goes, that is where the focus of the Aam Aadmi Party will be. Also, Shreya, the India bloc will be hoping to use Arvind Kejriwal as well in possible joint rallies and roadshows, because they would then use him as the face of someone who's beaten in a way any sort of allegations that may have been leveled against him. Though the BJP reiterates very clearly that the charges haven't been dropped. He's only out on interim bail. That's interim relief in order to campaign. The charges haven't been dropped. But the India bloc already hoping that Arvind Kejriwal will emerge as some sort of a star mascot for the bloc.
Well, absolutely. You know, the India bloc is hopeful about the fact that Arvind Kejriwal's interim relief that's been given by the Supreme Court will be, a fresh boost to what the entire alliance, which doesn't really come across as an alliance in totality. But so far as Delhi is concerned, Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party are campaigning together. So clearly, they are hopeful. And yesterday we did see outside Tihar a few Congress flags up alongside Aam Aadmi flags when they actually were welcoming Arvind Kejriwal. So definitely the India bloc is hopeful, but the BJP, on the other hand, has already started attacking Arvind Kejriwal after he's got the interim relief. They've released a new poster, the Delhi BJP, suggesting that a corrupt person, be it he's inside jail or out on bail, remains a corrupt person. Meanwhile, yesterday we also saw the Enforcement Directorate file a charge sheet. In this particular supplementary charge sheet, Arvind Kejriwal hasn't been mentioned. But remember, the Enforcement Directorate, through the course of their investigation in the court during seeking remand, has very categorically mentioned that they believe Arvind Kejriwal is the mastermind of the entire case. So all is not finished. What we are right now seeing is an interim relief so that he can actually go out and campaign. That's the level playing field the Supreme Court wanted to give while they were hearing the challenge of arrest of Arvind Kejriwal that was filed by his counsel. So this is definitely a temporary relief so far as on paper is concerned, but a huge boost for the India Alliance. And in all likelihood, we might just see Arvind Kejriwal not just campaign in Delhi and Punjab. They might just want this entire show of strength all across the country, given we've seen the opposition constantly attacking the BJP on the front of the ED and the CBI, and hence Arvind Kejriwal's relief will make him a front man in the attack against the agencies that the opposition has been bolstering since the day one of the election announcement.
Right. We're standing by, of course, for Arvind Kejriwal and Bhagwant Mann to arrive at the Hanuman Mandir in Connaught Place, where Shreya is right now. That will be the first stop for the day for Arvind Kejriwal. He will be holding a press conference as well. We're getting live pictures of the cavalcade of the Chief Ministers, which is moving through the Delhi traffic to arrive at Connaught Place in central Delhi to offer prayers, and that's how he's going to begin his day. Amit, if I could come across to you right now, as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, how big a boost is this for the Aam Aadmi Party? The BJP, of course, constantly reiterating that the charges remain, that he will be looked upon as a scam-tainted person. But as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, did they expect this sort of interim relief, or did this come as a surprise to them as well, that the Supreme Court saw merit in their arguments and allowed him this brief relief to campaign for the party?
Pauline, yesterday I was sitting with a couple of top leaders of Aam Aadmi Party, and they were also discussing the details of the bail interim bail plea. The proceedings had not started back then, but everybody was hopeful that the AAP chief steps out of Tihar Jail and starts campaigning for the party as well as India Alliance, and they were hoping for this because their numbers, their surveys suggest that the moment Arvind Kejriwal steps out of the jail, the entire political game, the electoral game battle in the national capital will change. And not only that, the Aam Aadmi Party, you would that is also master of surveys as far as electoral surveys are concerned. So their numbers are also suggesting that Arvind Kejriwal's interim release would also mean a mega boost for India Alliance, and especially the India Alliance partners, the non-Congress partners of India Alliance. So yes, they were hopeful for this release, but they were also nervous, because even in Manish Sisodia's case, the proceedings of the Supreme Court were indicating towards the release of Manish Sisodia, but eventually the order had come as a big shock for Aam Aadmi Party's legal cell as well as a major jolt to the party. But in Arvind Kejriwal and Sanjay Singh's case, things have gone the way the party hoped. Now coming back to the relevance of Arvind Kejriwal's release is something that needs to be noted. We have seen as to how Sanjay Singh, ever since his release, has not only boosted the morale of the cadre of the Aam Aadmi Party, has given the slogan of jail ka jawab vote se, but has also emerged as one of the key prominent campaigners for India Alliance. Is every day campaigning either in Maharashtra, in UP, or any other state that non-Congress partners are requesting him to campaign for them for India Alliance. So in Arvind Kejriwal's case, possibly, if you look at the star campaigners list, he's definitely going to become one of the key campaigners, rather the most sought for campaigner today at least, or for at least a week from here on, because he also has a sympathy factor that will be working along with him. Aam Aadmi Party and India Alliance would want to exploit that card, that look, he was arrested on instructions of the BJP by the central government, by the central agencies, and now the Supreme Court has released him. That's the narrative that Aam Aadmi Party and India Alliance wants to create, and that is why yesterday we saw as to how Mamata Banerjee, Aditya Thackeray, Akhilesh Yadav, all these leaders, India bloc leaders, had started to tweet in favor of Arvind Kejriwal and in favor of the release of an interim bill that has been granted to him. So this is an indication that in the days to come, you will not only see him campaign in the national capital in Punjab, but also frequent states such as Maharashtra, West Bengal, and even Jharkhand, where the election by and large is left in several of the constituencies. And it also happens to be a state where Hemant Soren is still behind the bars under the PMLA Act, and Kalpana Soren is the one leading the campaign. And remember, she was the one who had reached the national capital in Ramlila ground and also gave an impressive speech in favor of Arvind Kejriwal, in favor of Hemant Soren and for India Alliance. So she has also emerged one of the key leaders in Jharkhand in absence of Hemant Soren. So it's most likely that Arvind Kejriwal could actually also campaign for Hemant Soren's party. Back to you.
Right.